What did I really achieve in life? And the tears are going to flow. All right, this is the second episode, and I want to, give a quick reminder. This is the second episode. If you haven't listened to the first episode, kindly do due diligence and then listen to the first episode for us. Okay, so let's just jump into the second episode without much wasting time. It has to do with the title, The Loser. This is the title of the second episode, The Loser. It has to do with a story. I want to begin with a story. It's a story about two friends, okay, who decided that they are old enough, they are matured to be able to, take care of themselves, and then they are family members. So they decided to move around in their own town to see if they can get a job. Something they can do to put the food on the table. They moved around in their own town for a while. They didn't get a job, so they decided that why not move out to a different, location? Because the Hausa people have a saying that there are a lot of cities. A wizard does not consume his own self, so you have to move to a different place. If one place is not working for you, you move to the next village and then check out how things will go for you. Like the way the Asante say that you baby ako baby, if it's a crowd or so, that there are a lot of towns, okay. You don't sit at one place and disgrace yourself. You have to move to a different place. If you have been evacuated from one place, you move to a different place and then you try your hands on another thing. So they moved to a different town, okay. When they go to the town, they searched for a job, and then happily enough for them, they got the job. After getting the job, they decided that our place of staying and where we are going to work is, quite far. We can't close the job in the evening and then go back to, our town again. We'll be very tired. How many hours can we sleep at home before we are supposed to wake up and then come back to this town again and then, continue our work? So why don't we look for a place here and then rent? When we rent, we can stay here and then we'll work. After work, we just go and then we'll sleep. The following day we'll continue. That was the agreement. They looked for a place where they can stay. They looked and looked and looked. They finally got a place to stay. Unfortunately for them, they had a story building. It's a 60-story building. A 60-story building. So they got the last floor. How unfortunate. And interesting enough, that house doesn't have an elevator. So it means they have to, walk every single day upwards. Okay. So on their first day of work, brother A told brother B, let's put them that way. So brother A told brother B that we are done with our first job. This is our first day, and then we are done with our job. So we are going to climb this story. This is the story. To make it easy for us to climb, okay, when we climb the first 20 floors, okay, we have to take our rest. So when we finish climbing our first 20 floors, I am going to narrate to you a story. And this story is going to be a long story and a happy one. We will laugh about it. It will relieve us of tension and the stress and everything. Then we'll continue to the second 20 floors, making it 40 floors. When we get to the 40th floor, I'm going to narrate to you a very long and happy story. And when we get to the 60th floor, I want you to tell me a story that is going to make me cry. And the brothers agreed. They said, no problem. So they began to climb. When they go to the first 20 floors, brother A told a very happy story. Everybody laughed, and then they relieved themselves of the stress. And then they climbed the second 20 story. The second 20 story they climbed, they settled down after climbing the second 20 floors. And then the brother A narrated to him again, then narrated to the brother B a very long and happy story. They relieved themselves of stress. And then they climbed to the 60th floor. Now it's left with brother B to tell brother A story that is going to make him cry. And brother A said, okay, no problem. Are you prepared to cry? He said, yes. He said, the key to the door, the key to our room, I left it downstairs. We all can agree how much he's going to cry. He left the key to the room downstairs, not even on the 20th floor, downstairs. Their very first step, that is where he left the key to the room. So you can imagine how long this brother is going to cry. Brother A is going to cry. So it feels funny. In fact, the one recording the story right now is laughing, and it sounds funny because how are you going to enter the room if your door is locked? And that is when brother A began to cry. But this story has not got to do with, a happy ending. It applies to every single one of us. Our daily lives, it applies to it. The first 20 floors was our first 20 years of life. It's a very long and, happy life. You party here, you party there. You enjoy life. You enjoy life in that first 20 years. Even in fact, you do things, and then when you are being questioned, you rebel against this and the command, or this and the advice that your parents are giving you. You'll be challenging your parents in some instances. Okay, so that is the first 20 years. The second 20 years, you are in your 40s. You have children now. You will narrate to your children, oh, when we're young, this is what we're doing. We were going here, we were doing that, we're taking this one, we're going here, we're doing this, we're running in the rains. You'll be narrating these stories to your kids. It's a very happy one, okay? You'll be laughing and you'll be enjoying yourself, And when you get to the 60th age, okay, that one, you are matured enough. You sit down, you reflect on life, and you begin to ask yourself, what did I really achieve in life? What did I really achieve in life? And the tears are going to flow. It's natural. The tears are going to flow if you wasted your life. So be careful you don't be a loser. This is going to be the first part of the second episode. I'm going to give you a second part of it. I'll see you next time.